first and 10, it's Swift. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts sliding out of the pocket. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dio Odengbo. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Delay of game.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. There he goes, right side. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Operating from the gun. Woodall. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
was a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down, here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball off, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry, and now points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Woodall. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. On the give, it's Warren. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On first down, Woodall. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison. Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Room here to run. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. In motion, the tight end. Penny, the 1st down carry. Well, now you look down there, you see Rashad Penny in some discomfort. So we're going to get an injury stoppage here, at least for the moment. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this. We'll be back in a moment. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles. They go play action with Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On the run, this is Hunt. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now they send a man in motion right. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He's going to get it again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive. Woodall. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Woodall on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Ready.
Throwing after the interception. Woodall. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now a pause because we got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. The medical staff will attend to him, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 23. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into